I'm gonna.
It's a Bitcoin podcast. The only one that's making your money is you. Listen to the Bitcoin podcast. So hold on and listen to the Bitcoin podcast.
Yeah. Should we all do our best to try to? It's the Bitcoin podcast.
It's more. I don't know if that's my favorite intro. It's up there for sure.
For all time intros,
Yeah.
like better than in West Philadelphia, born.
Oh
and
no,
raised.
for us, just for us.
Oh, for us. Okay. Yeah, it's probably our best.
It definitely is the best out of all of the other shows out there.
Yes, of all the crypto shows, which according to the tweet I saw today, crypto YouTube is tanking.
Good. Means we can take it back over.
Yeah,
Because
hell
the
yeah.
rest of the shows
Hell
suck.
yeah. Wash that bullshit out and bring back the authenticity. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bitcoin Podcast. This is season 2, episode. Without me writing it in there, I don't know what episode this is. So this is an episode. The title of this episode is "Do Builders Have Responsibility Beyond Tooling?" So I'm the host of Talks First. My name is D.
I talk second usually. Dr. Corey Petty.
Wait, hold on. I'm the third one, but your audio levels sound a little bit quiet, D.
Me?
D.
Do I sound better?
My audio level?
No, you sounded fine, Corey.
Oh,
Hello,
he sounds good to me.
Oh, it
Hello.
sounded quiet.
Do you
okay.
read me?
He sounds great.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hold
That
on,
might
how
be
about
your
now?
shitty audio and your mic goes out all the time. Who are you again, Jesse?
Well, I'm Jesse.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta put you gotta move to your left a little bit, Jesse.
Why?
My
Look on the
left.
vertical. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
I cut that shit out. I don't look at that thing.
Oh, you don't?
There you
Okay.
go.
Well, anyways, hey guys, welcome to the Bitcoin Podcast. Listen, if you're just joining us last week, Corey ended last week threatening to fight me next time about the questions that I asked.
We're back,
But
buddy.
today we're going to collect on that. Corey, do you still want to fight me over the question, do builders have responsibility beyond tooling?
What do you mean by tooling? Define
I don't
tooling. Hey, wait. Define tooling.
I'm asking the questions. I'm the
Yeah,
question
yeah.
asker.
If you're a question master, you need to understand your question. Is it a
First of
good?
all,
It's a
I'm
shitty
not
question. What's
master,
tooling?
but thank you for the promotion. I'm the question asker. Okay, and I'm asking the question.
Question master sounds better.
Okay. I am the master of the questions. Sorry.
What's tooling?
I don't know. Builders build tools, right? Am I right or wrong?
Okay, so it's a shitty question because you don't even know what tooling is.
I mean, I know you're tooling right now. Answer the question. Answer the question.
I will reform the question like a proper politician.
Okay,
then answer that.
the question then.
Do developers have responsibility beyond the software that they build? Do they take ownership of the software after they release it? If someone uses their software
Question sucks.
for
bro. It's way
ill-gotten
better.
purposes, is it the developer's fault? That's what you're getting at. That's what we'd like to discuss.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah?
not my fault. No.
it ain't my fault.
That
So
depends.
listen, let's frame this in 3 ways. We're gonna frame this 3 ways. Okay. There's the no responsibility answer. Hey, all I do is build tools, baby. That's all I do. Then there's the partial responsibility answer. Hey, the intent with what I build this tool matters. And then there's full-on responsibility. The outcomes from whoever used this tool, this thing, this technology matters.
You
You're missing
enhanced
something.
a tobacco factory to produce more cigarettes. Are you a mass murderer of people who have lung cancer? Should you go to jail?
I'm asking the questions here. But I mean,
Just saying.
some people would say yes. I know in the state that I live in, which is Kentucky,
Mhm.
the maker of cigarettes, RJ Reynolds, has to, on every single tobacco store, put a poster on the top of the door that says tobacco is responsible for killing 1,200 people a day. And it's on every door, on every tobacco or alcohol store in all of Kentucky.
There's more to it.
You can't just say it depends to everything, Mr. Science.
I sure can.
Everybody
I
loves
will. I
that
will
answer.
continue to do it.
It depends. How much peanut
So,
butter
like,
do you like?
so
on
there's
your
more,
bread?
like, legally
It
speaking,
depends.
if
It
you want to
depends
get
on
into the
whether it's hot.
legalese of this type of thing, it depends on how much control the person has over the tool after it's released.
Interesting response. Okay.
If
So
I
the
have the
example that I
ability
gave in the
to
last show, right?
thwart those who are using the software that I built, if we're talking about software,
Thwart.
to keep people from doing certain actions, then it is now my responsibility. I am responsible for the ill use of that software. In the event that I cannot I have no control over the use of the software, then it remains something that's currently under debate.
Mm. So
I
if we're
mean,
going back to the analogy that I used from the last episode, right? King, you're a blacksmith. You're getting your blacksmith on, right? You're making swords. You're making fucking axes. You're making fucking nunchucks with swords on the end of them. You're making ninja stars for some reason. I don't know. You're in Britain, but you figured it out, right? You're making throwing knives. You're making what are the things that go on the end of an arrow? Arrowhead, right?
Good one.
That's what it is. That's how the guy actually named it back in the day. He said, "What do we call this shit? We'll call it an arrowhead." Anyways, King comes down. Well, you're already making murder tools, so that's a bad analogy. Let me take away all those tools. You're just a blacksmith. You blacksmith stuff. King comes down. He's like, "Hey, here's the thing. I need a torture device. It's going to be specifically made to kill people terribly." And you're like, "Well, wait a second. I don't want to be responsible for that moral injustice to the humankind. I'm just a blacksmith. I'm a poor old blacksmith, right? But you build it, and now it's out there, and it's
What happens if you don't build it? You get killed?
well, yeah, probably. I mean,
Not a good example.
but that's adding to the analogy, right? I'm talking about this analogy, right? So, like, maybe you don't. Maybe the king's like, okay, I'll find another blacksmith. But nevertheless, like, you've built this murder device. So, like, in crypto, it's very controversial right now. There's a lot of people fighting it. There's a lot going on. I'm not saying I'm neither here nor there, by the way. I'm just presenting this. And then, like, there's the dude. What's his name? Rowan? What's his name? Ron? The guy. The
Roman.
Roman. Okay, I got one word wrong. One
you're
letter
talking about
wrong.
Roman Storm,
Yeah. And like
Tornado Cash
it was
developer
the
guy?
what was it? Cash? Was it something Cash?
Tornado Cash.
Tornado Cash, right? And he's in trouble right now, right? He's right, but he's just like, hey, like, I built the thing. I don't have any control.
Well, there's more to it than that. But yes, that is the defense. I just built it, but he had control.
Oh, he did have control.
He had some control.
Ooh. The plot thickens. I thought he had no control. I thought he just launched that shit on Ethereum and was like, it's gone, it's running.
When you launch a smart contract, there's still places in which you can maintain control, like kill switches. You can pause things. You can
That's true.
move money. It depends. Like what goes on the blockchain doesn't change, but what you put on the blockchain could allow you to change things, right? So, like, I can put in dead man switches. I can put in, depending on how things going, I can just freeze people's money. I can transfer on their behalf. I can do all kinds of things. At least it's just transparent. And so that's a kind of a.
I thought that was a crazy thing about smart contracts when Jesse and I did Crypto Zombies until it got impossibly hard for me. Wow. Is that you can put all these, like, private functions in smart contracts that nobody even sees.
Yeah,
Unless
well, you
they're
can see them.
really
You can see
good.
them.
Yeah, but
No, that's
but
not what a
the
private
function
function
signature.
is, D. That's not what a private function is.
Well, not private function. I don't think that's what I'm trying to say. But there's stuff like you can code in there and you can, like, hide in the smart contract. Unless somebody's, like, really good.
What do
they're not
you
gonna
mean
see it.
hide in a smart contract?
Internal. You got internal functions that don't get externally called.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Is that what you mean? Okay.
Yeah. Like internal functions that you can like you
They're
don't
just
even
not
know.
external. They're not externally callable.
Yeah.
But you're not
They're
hiding
using all
anything.
kinds of
Not
functions.
hiding. There's no hiding.
You can audit the entire contract. So, like, I don't. Yeah.
Now, when you look at the call data, you only have function signatures, and so unless you upload the contract code along with it and the ABI, it's a little more difficult to understand what it does. But You can deconstruct it if you want to. Anyway,
Yeah.
um,
What do you think, Jess?
me and Jared had a very long, like hour and a half podcast on the ethics of building infrastructure that dove into this concept. And I have a pretty strong stance on it, and that like there's an intention to build something.
Yeah.
So when you're building, when you're a developer, you have an intention, you have a purpose to what you're building, and you structure it such that it serves that purpose. And then you release it. And when you release it, it's subject to whatever controls and constraints you put on it. That could be, I could pause it. That could be, I don't have any ownership. I don't get to do anything with it. And a bunch of other stuff. And then when it gets used by people, they may use it in ways in which you didn't intend them to. So you have this like stark step function on the moment you release it into the wild, where people can, the ethics of people using the stuff you went out is going to be different than the ethics in which you built it. But the tool is a tool. It can just be used. And so, in my opinion, regardless of legality, the intention of building has a lot to do with the like our ability to put responsibility on the builders.
The ability to put
What was
responsibility.
the
Legally,
intention of the
builder.
developers of Tornado Cash? Was it to just mix funds, obfuscate origins,
Yeah.
and amounts?
like the intention of Tornado Cash was to give people privacy. It
So
was
is that-
not to purposefully allow people to
help
do
North
illicit
Korea.
funds, right? Or help
Launder money, yeah.
North Korea. The purpose was
Right.
to not help them.
Yeah.
It so happened that they did it because they could. Now there's a lot of, I guess there's debate on whether or not they knew what was happening and did nothing about it, if they could. But like that's neither here or there. That's like that's a legal situation on aiding and abetting based on the knowledge and the ability to stop it. And that's why more often than not, when you're building privacy software, the general recommendation is to have no ownership over it. Like ownership is risk when it comes to things like privacy.
Oh, that's deep, dude. Clip that shit. Hey, yo, clip that shit. Wait, I gotta say clip that, or it's not the software.
I don't think it's going to work that. I hope it does.
Clip that. Wait, say that one more time. It was so powerful, I forgot it already.
Ownership is risk when it comes to privacy.
Ooh.
So like, and this is why, I mean, even just thinking about the burden of managing people's data when you have it in a centralized context, you have to keep track of a lot of things for a long period of time, and then service people. Like say you service the UK,
Serve them up.
and they have GDPR. They're able to, they have the right to demand you delete all traces of their data on your platform.
How do you feel about UK?
What if it
food?
can't do that?
Oh,
Then they get shut the fuck down.
What if it can't get shut down?
Well, then they don't have control over it. So they've done the right thing, in my opinion. They've basically made it such that they have no control over these things.
how do y'all feel about UK food?
Bland.
Terrible.
It's fine. Just bland.
I don't think they're known for
Fine.
their food.
Fish and chips.
Yo, I saw a meme the
Curry
other
now.
day. I saw a tweet the other day. It was like, UK, you don't have to eat like this anymore. Like the war was won a long time ago. You
Stick it up
change your
potatoes,
eating
bro.
habits. You can change your eating habits to reflect
Bangers and
reality.
mash is not a banger.
Yeah, there's curry. They're good at making curry over there. That's for damn
I
sure.
mean, yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I changed the subject abruptly because it was just on my mind. I was talking about that with somebody not too long ago, just how UK food is so disgusting. But so we need to resolve this because we need to move on. There's another segment coming. There's other things we need to discuss. But what it boils down to is that between the spectrum of responsibility, it's up to the ability. What'd you say? The ability of the responsibility of the buildability.
What?
That's what you said. You spit those bars, bro.
No. I don't even know what the hell I said anymore because of what you just fucking came out of your mouth. Like,
You did that. No. Honestly, it's going to be an ongoing thing, and I think that if when it comes to the legality of it, the precedent is up to the courts, and there's really nothing.
if you want to save your ass, don't give yours. Like, if you're going to build something that's private, don't insert yourself with the ability to control it.
Yeah, don't do that.
And then if you want to, I mean, like, even just from a laziness standpoint, the less you need to manage, the better. Now that puts a lot of the responsibility in the user's hands, and that becomes a different type of problem because users don't want their own responsibility more often than not. Well, like, I guess the average person doesn't. They want to offload it. So it depends on what you're doing. I mean, like, that's pretty the answer for everything, but it depends on what you're doing. There's trade-offs here.
Do you think the majority of people were meant to just be sheep?
Yeah.
So in terms of adopting privacy tech, in terms of people who build it and people who use it, what is critical adoption in terms of percentage of the total population if most people are sheep?
Optionality.
No. But what would you consider like
infrastructure with what would I consider what?
Well, what percentage of the total population using these tools would you consider success?
Oh, all of them. But they don't know they're using it.
Yeah, it's really hard, practically speaking, because people don't even custody their private key.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I think it's such a deep infrastructure level that, like, I imagine entities like Coinbase and middlemen to be built on top of what I considered to be the most important thing. And then, but what happens is like, in the event that they don't like that platform, they can leave it and join something different that offers them a better service because the infrastructure is open. That's what I care about. So, like, everyone uses this stuff. They just don't know it because they signed up for some business that uses this stuff.
Well,
and then when, like, that business fails them or goes under, they don't lose all their data or whatever it is they're doing with that business. And that business, and because of it's built this way, and there's real competition, that business is then incentivized to actually serve their users because there's always a threat that user can leave with their data.
So I guess real quick before we roll out, if you guys are watching right now, there's like not a lot of you. Do the developers in crypto have responsibility beyond tooling? Yes or no? Just put it in the comments.
Beyond tooling for what?
Disassociating tooling with just whatever they're building.
Yeah, just whatever.
Okay.
That's why I didn't like the question. Because tooling is very different.
So if you make something, are you responsible for what you make, basically?
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
Just yes or no. Just to see how the people feel. You know, it's an opinion. Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion. Clearly, everyone should say
you know, you can actually. I didn't realize you can make gun parts up to 80% complete, and there's like some sort of like list from who does firearm control in the U.S. They're like the FDA, but for firearms.
I mean, like, it's not the NRA, but, like,
it's the firearms, alcohol, tobacco crew or something like that. It's like
FAA.
They do all
basically
that.
they say that constitutes less than 80%, and then you can't sell, and then you can sell unfinished gun parts, but if you sell finished gun parts, you have to serialize it, right?
Yep. I really don't know anything about guns, but you've mentioned it in 3 episodes now. So are you about to get gat-tastic down there? Where you stay?
What are you doing over there? You just trying to kill our YouTube?
Well,
ATF. No. ATF, the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms and explosives.
Oh yeah, D was right. Yeah.
Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Fire, and Explosives.
Yeah.
The ATF. Which is the part of the DOJ.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So here's the thing. We want to switch the segment up a little bit. It's gonna be a hard tone switch. So for those of you that are in here, you're in for a whirl. It's a hard tone switch. But before we do that, this is what we need from you guys. There's a QR code right above Corey's ear.
I don't
If
think
you
they can scan that, especially
think
if they're on
so?
their phone. If they're on
They'll
their phone,
figure it out.
If they're on the phone, they can't
Screenshot-
do it. That's for sure.
yeah.
We'll put it in the
Screenshot
description.
this and scan this. Do what you need to do. Right? Do whatever. I think you can put links though. You can put links in the comments that they can go to. Can somebody do that while I'm doing this? Right? So
Got you, boo.
Did you make it Discord like as a subdomain, like discord.thebitcoinpodcast.com?
discord.gg/
Yeah, it is. I put it on the website. I forgot what it actually is. Let me check real quick.
Nevertheless, guys, go join the Discord. We're up in there. People watching the show right now are up in there. And
We didn't.
No.
I don't know. I don't see a domain.
Just
Okay.
use the link. I have it right here. Put it.
Shut your
right
hole.
there. No, you use your computer between your two holes up there and fucking put the link in there. All right. So that being said, I want a hard switch, Corey. You did something that was pretty awesome this week. I'm working, so I didn't have a chance to dive into it. But you wrote an article. You posted that article. I want to talk about
Two
that.
articles. It's just the other one's getting vetted before it gets posted.
Vetted. What you got an editor, bro?
I have a number of editors. They gotta get fact checked, man. It says a lot of shit.
You have a
I talk,
swarm
I
of
talk a lot of
editors?
shit in this article. They gotta get fact checked.
How long does it take to get edited? It's just an article.
It's a lot of facts.
Nevertheless,
We're gonna make diagrams and it's gonna make it pretty. You know, it's just for work. But like the
Let
other
me
one I made
rephrase.
for personal reasons was not for work.
let me
It didn't need-
rephrase Dr. Robotnik. You published an article
Yeah.
this week. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. So
Hold on, wait. Before you talk about it, let me cue something up real quick. Wait, where'd it go? This is why we need a producer. Cough, Ken.
the one that's supposed to be here, Ken.
I wasn't supposed to press it, but say what was the title of your article?
How to write with AI and not make slop, something like that.
Wrong button.
Dude, enough of these. These are stupid.
They're not stupid, dude. Everybody
They're
loves this
stupid.
shit. Everybody likes this.
I mean, yeah, like I always wanted to write more. I enjoyed writing.
Shit.
I don't do it enough. And I think, I mean, I've been trying to write with AI for a while and always turned out to be shit. I think we've now gotten to the point where the quality, this is one of two things. The quality of AI has gotten to the point where it's not shit, or I suck more. I don't know. My standards have lowered. Who knows?
you know
I don't know
what
what
they
kind it
say.
is.
One man's slop is another pig's fine cuisine.
Maybe. I mean, the whole thing about LLMs these days or AI is that it's really good at making human mediocrity. So
Good
maybe I'm just mediocre. I'm fine with that. But I wrote an article on how to write with AI and hopefully not make it like pure
Hold up.
garbage.
Fucking pause. Jesse, did you hear that bullshit just came out of this man's mouth? He said, "Oh, maybe I'm just mediocre. I'm fine with that." That's what he
Yeah.
said. That's what he said. I'm fine with being mediocre. He
Okay
went
with
off
that.
on us in the last episode about extraordinary people on some real John Legend shit. On some John Legend shit. And now he's like,
I don't
"Oh,
even remember that.
I'm totally fine with being mediocre."
All right. So you can't be good at everything, but you got to try at everything.
Not
And
I'm
I
trying
think-
right now to ship this pilot.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you got to try at everything, and like you don't realize how you're good at something until you try it and fail at it for a long period of time.
Very
Like
true.
I used to be good at writing, but I don't write anymore. This got me writing more. That's worth it in itself. Because like in my opinion, I use writing to think. And it's a good spot to like flesh out key ideas and understanding. And the process of writing helps me formalize thoughts. And now, since I've been able to leverage AI well, I'm writing more. Like publishing is just because it might be useful for other people. I'm doing it for me. And I wrote the article just to be like, hey, this is what I'm doing that's making things that are at least passing my own litmus test of quality. To me, this doesn't suck, which is good enough, right? And if it's useful for other people, great.
What
Put
color
it
on
in
your
there.
litmus test would it be? Green, blue, or yellow?
Ooh, I forgot what color litmus tests actually were. What a shitty chemist I am.
This
The
man
litmus paper
has
is
a
yellow.
Yeah, is it
Turns
yellow?
red
Brown?
when it's acidic and blue when it's basic.
Thank you for that. See, I was never a good lab chemist. I was a computational chemist.
So not
I
blue because
didn't
blue
really
is
do
basic.
that.
He ain't no.
We never
basic
did
bitch.
lab coat chemistry.
He ain't no basic bitch out here. So
I
it's
didn't really do it
obviously
either.
the opposite green.
Anyway,
Well, I mean that's pretty cool. I thought it was really cool. I thought I'd give you an opportunity to speak to as well because we don't glaze ourselves enough. I don't think.
No, we don't need to glaze ourselves.
Are you sure? There's no self glazing needed.
I don't think so. Just
Okay.
do stuff, and then it speaks for what you can do.
yeah,
That's the
Just do
way
it.
the world used to
do
work.
it. Let other people glaze you, and it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's switch back to crypto for a second, right? First of all, I'd like to say I was on a hot streak of never hearing about XRP for at least 7-8 months, and today somebody got like, oh, this guy, crypto guy, and they Googled me, and they were like, oh, crypto guy, and they were like, hey, so what do you think about XRP? And they always whisper it like it's some kind of secret that
They do
people
actually. You're right. There's
that
a little bit of like,
nobody-
we think about XRP. I know that I'm not supposed to like this, but I do. I
What
bought
if
some
you-
already, so I hope you
No.
confirm my feelings.
I've been reading in the news that it is the newest best. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, what is happening out there? But it happened. And this isn't even part of a segment. I just wanted to vent to my friends about the fact that people are still sucked in to the XRP cyclone. And it is never going away, ever. But
Is that it?
no, I was thinking of where to go with the show, right? Because I didn't want to talk about too many of the same things that we always talk about. I wanted to try
Bro,
and
you
talk
literally
about...
set up the cadence of the thing to talk about the same thing over and over again.
No, I didn't. I set the cadence of the thing to extend the conversation. It's just like one long, fluid conversation. This is how the show is going to be, right? And so, like, you listen to one episode, it should go right into the next episode, and we're continuing on with the conversation. But conversations have tangents, and I'd like to introduce a tangent, but my mind is... I don't really like the options that I chose prior to. Really late at night, and I'm an elder, according to a lot of the people that watch the show. So, but
I mean, we're in our 40s, so like we're old.
yeah,
Crypto.
for sure.
We're either like selling like was a Palm Beach investor bullshit. Like we have a newsletter that's going to show you how to make money doing the things we make money off of you trying to make money because we told you to. That's like the scam investor bullshit. Oh,
Yeah.
Bye, Jesse. Or like what we talk about, which is like we've been around for a long time and everything's garbage except for a few things. Let's talk
Yeah,
about the few things.
we kind of made money, so
We did a pretty good job.
more.
We're still around.
Yeah.
The waves of crypto don't bother us anymore because we've weathered them.
Yeah. For those of you new to crypto, though, 99% of this is noise. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of signal. You're not going to get signal from very popular media like CNBC or sorry, MSNBC or Fox News Business. You're not going to get signal from 99% of Twitter. You're not going to get signal. And I suppose I should define signal. What I mean by signal is actual pertinent information that helps you understand either A, your investment of money, or B, your investment of time, right? You're not going to get signal from 99% of what's out there. And unfortunately, the only place where you are going to get signal is the Bitcoin podcast Discord.
We should have people ask questions. Like I want to know. I wish we had like a repository of questions that people wanted to know about that I just sit here and answer.
Yeah, that'd be
That'd
dope.
be-
And
that'd be
they
easy.
can do that by joining the
Discord, asking questions, be like,
and talking to
we'll
the
talk about
bot
it next
that we
show.
have. We have a bot that will pay you in crypto to ask us questions that we
We
answer.
actually
on
do
the
have a
show.
bot. Yeah, we have a bot. They'll pay you in crypto.
Yep.
It's our crypto,
Person-
so it's not worth anything. But like,
Yeah.
oh, we got to go through that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Yep. Oh, there's Jesse. Yeah, he's back. Hey man, welcome back.
Power outage. What's up?
Internet went down. It's testing the peer-to-peer client. Just like,
he's stress testing things in his house.
yeah.
So, Jesse, what we missed is we just told everyone that they could be like regular crypto people and listen to all the garbage on Twitter and MSNBC, or they can get somewhat of a signal by joining the Discord. And then I told them, hey, you can get paid by asking us questions that we answer on the show, and you'll get paid in TBP coin. And it's not worth much. We can't rug you. That's not something that we can.
It's not worth anything
rug
right now.
you.
It hasn't been deployed.
It
It's
hasn't
only
been
on
tested
Folio.
right now, so nothing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're not going to get anything.
I actually said to him, I'll do that tomorrow, Jesse. I have time
Yeah,
tomorrow.
okay.
What are you eating, bro? It looks delicious, man.
These are like the best things ever.
Dude,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Those are.
That,
really
they did they discontinue the nerd rope
Yeah.
and then just do the cluster?
I don't know, but these gummy clusters are so good.
The nerd rope was just a long strand of
Yeah.
all of that shit.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I got those for Halloween. I stole them out of the kids' bags or whatever.
thief. So anyways, getting back to let's just talk specifically about Bitcoin. Something we don't do very often with a show called the Bitcoin Podcast. We've evolved, but Bitcoin is back in the news again because this time of year, typically every year, Bitcoin is doing what it does in the price, right? It's making maneuvers. That's why I got approached about XRP earlier, right? And it's at a point where there's so much more Bitcoin owned by institutions than individuals. Where do we go if we look at the original like intent of Bitcoin? It was not that, right? It was not for Bitcoin to be just owned by,
To be a part of the standard financial system.
Well, I think that was part of it. It wanted to be the currency system of the world.
It wanted to be the backbone, but it was always this counterculture hedge to the traditional financial Wall Street, right?
It was punk rock, bro.
And now it's Wall Street.
Yeah, that's true.
And so for a while, having Bitcoin was a nice hedge against the traditional market. And that is not the case anymore because the traditional market invested so much in Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. And their influence was so much larger than the previous market cap. Like the explosion of the market cap coming from them effectively made it them. And so it's no longer hedged. It's no longer like decoupled from the traditional market because it's so much of a part of the traditional market. Mm-hmm. Like I was reading BlackRock's 2026 investment kind of thesis, going over what happened all over last year. And they like a portion of the like 1 or 2 pages of the entire thing, and it's only like 18 pages long, is dedicated to stablecoins as like being a bridge from traditional to modern markets and something that's worth looking into. And that's why you're seeing so much traditional industry or traditional finance salivate over stablecoins, but don't know anything about them, or like they're trying to make them. And so like we're like quote unquote adoptions here. It's just not what we really pictured back in 2015 when we talked about it.
Nope. Not at all. It's but that's the thing, is that does it get anywhere close to that? Like, let's run it back, right? Let's imagine we're back in the 30s, see, and gold is still the reserve currency, see, and like, but people are passing around like paper dollars, right? It's a representative of the gold that's in the bank. Do you think Bitcoin ever gets to a point where all of the financial activity is representatives of the Bitcoin on the blockchain owned by the people? And by the people, we mean large corporations and banks. Sorry, it's comical a little bit, but sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. That was a serious question. Do we think that there will be so much financial activity that financial activity is just a representative of the Bitcoin?
No.
On the blockchain? That's not going to happen ever.
No.
So it'll never be paper currency.
I have full confidence that will never happen.
What if they start issuing paper that's representative of Bitcoin?
Why would they choose Bitcoin?
Just run it back.
Why would they choose Bitcoin?
Because they got a lot of it and they want to make a lot of money.
Can't control it.
But what if they chose?
There's too many other options that are more controllable by a jurisdiction that wants to control things. And if you're a government, you're going to choose control.
Control.
Because like if you're like dictating how taxes are made, there are better technologies to do that with.
Very true.
And you can't control the like again right now, Bitcoin is facing some interesting issues that it doesn't know how to fix yet. Like
Go on.
whether or not the inflation amount of new Bitcoin for every block is enough to sustain the security and mine and hash rate of the network. So like if transactions can't do it, then miners aren't going to be there. And if miners drop off commensurate to the value of whatever Bitcoin is and the amount of transactions that are pumping through, because there's not enough new Bitcoin being minted because of the geometric rate in which it decreases over time till there's less than 1 million Bitcoin to be mined forever left.
Mm-hmm.
We already got over 20 million, I think.
If the price doesn't go high enough, the security
And
falls.
so like the security goes low, the hash rate goes low, and that's not necessarily decentralized. And so like there's too much risk in something like that for a government to choose when you have options like CBDCs.
There have to be actuaries. There have to be actual people in the crypto and the Bitcoin community calculating, hey, what is the price of Bitcoin that's needed to avoid that? What are the game theoretical?
I imagine that's happening somewhere.
Yeah. What
I don't know how good those people are. It's hard to say. Like I don't know. Since I left kind of that world back in 2017, 18.
The world of what? Actuary?
Working with the government.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like there's some nerdy dude somewhere. We're just talking about nerds because of the candy, so we're just gonna keep it there. There's a nerdy dude somewhere calculating like the game theoretical probabilities that Bitcoin's price will inflate to a point that it can still secure the network and what that price needs to be as.
Yeah, it's not a hard calculation.
Well, okay, do it right now. Put it on the screen.
I mean, like you gotta. It's gonna take. Like gonna be like 3 seconds, but like it could be less. It could be done less than an hour.
Okay, we use AI to do it. It's solving those hard ass math problems now.
Ask the question. Let's see.
Oh, Claude, this dude. Use a good prompt. I'm too tired to write a good prompt right now.
I'll write it out.
I
Ask
have
the
one
question.
going right now.
Okay, what do you got?
One going.
Oh
I'm
shit!
just waiting
Throw it
for
up
it.
there. Throw it up on the scrizine.
Oh, he's got too many screens. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do this.
Yeah, no.
Hey
I'm
Jesse,
not-
man,
I'm
you
not
want to
gonna
come
be able
kick
to
it with me? You want to come to the crib for a weekend? You and your boo.
Here, I'll do mine.
I have to work. I have to
Dude,
ship.
he's
this
shipping.
project.
You got time for this shit?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on like go mode.
Yeah, he's on super go mode.
I'm on go or die.
He got
mode.
time for you, bro. All right, what's the prompt here? We got explanatory.
So
That
what I
sounds
have
good.
is what does the Bitcoin
Style.
reward need to be at in dollar
Research.
terms so that it meets the baseline of break-even profit for Bitcoin mining to stay at current difficulty threshold? So like I'm implying like the difficulty threshold isn't going to be adjusted downwards. So
This
stay
is
at
nice.
current hash rate.
Clip that.
What is the
liking
Bitcoin
where this is
reward
going, dude. I'm liking this.
need to be in order to sustain the security?
Oh, there's too many factors like that are moving. You can find a probably like a threshold, like a so
Let's
not
just
a
see what it
threshold, but
does.
some
Let's
sort
just
of
see what it
range.
does. Conversation not found. I don't know what that means
But-
because it's a new conversation.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but
Before I
Seems
dive
like
into some
that.
advanced research on this, let me ask some couple clarifying questions. Do you want to give your research, or do you want it to like just answer off the bat?
do
Research
both.
means just going to search the web.
Do research so we can bring that
I'm
up
doing
in the next
thinking right now.
episode. Do just a quick one so we can get an answer.
What security threshold are you interested in? You thinking about the cost to mount a 51% attack?
Just answer the questions.
So I think you asked a shitty question. You framed it
Oh,
wrong.
like think
no, it
research.
always asks
Research
follow-up
and
questions.
Opus will always ask follow-up questions
Yeah.
for clarification.
So here we go.
Just
It depends, right?
Bullshit. I'm trying to hear all bullshit.
So let's see. Hash price, selling cost. At current hash rate, which is $41.26 per petahash per day
Okay.
as the anchor, here are the
Okay.
BTC price levels that would make miners roughly break even on electricity alone. No hosting, labor, debt, downtime, etc. Efficient and cheap power. Power efficiency is 20 watts per terahash at electricity cost of 5 cents per kilowatt hour. Break-even cost in terms of dollar per petahash per day is $24. Required BTC price is $55.4 thousand per Bitcoin. Implied dollar per block is the 3.125 Bitcoin subsidy plus 0.0185 in Bitcoin in fees is 174,000 per block. So there's like it's doing different minor assumptions in terms of setup. So there's 3 setups. There's efficient and cheap power. There's typical modern fleet. Then there's less efficient and pricier power. And so the Bitcoin price goes from 55.4 thousand to 116.3 is the range.
Say that
Is there-
last thing one more time.
And
Does
then
it have
that's not-
any indication on like the difference? Like, what does that translate to? Number of transactions per block, or like the average transaction fee.
So the average transaction fee needs to be 0.0185 Bitcoin. But like that, the problem is it's implying block rewards are fixed at 3.125. So you like I need to read
That'll change
like,
over
the next
time.
prompt
And
needs to be
that's gonna
exactly. So like for instance, I
Why
need
don't we
to
just
ask
build a
it.
calculator? There used to be a calculator for these kinds of things.
It's not that simple. There's too many factors.
It's this is a multi-dimensional problem that
There's too many
what-
dimensions.
it's
How
a
long-
function of a bunch of different parameters.
Assuming Bitcoin rewards keep diminishing at the typical rate. Can the system
Yo, somebody's
run
watching us on
this
Twitch.
range of miners for
Hello, Twitch viewer. How you doing, man?
years?
We've had a number of people on Instagram.
That's
We
pretty
have
cool.
nobody right now. Dylan joined and said hi.
Oh, no. Well, it's probably because we're doing rather boring shit right now, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. You guys just gotta stay for the bang.
I think that actually answers your question, Corey, because if you look at the previous prompt, it's 174,000 per block to 365, and that's including the Bitcoin rewards. So just imagine that the rewards are going down. You still need to hold at those prices. So that means that the Bitcoin
the Bitcoin
rewards as
goes
those goes
down.
You have to make it up in fees.
And you can make it
Or
up in
just have more
fees
volume
in
of transaction.
either more transactions or
Yeah.
more
Right.
Yeah.
dollar cost per
Higher price per single transaction. Yeah.
You can do
But I
higher
don't-
price per single transaction by nesting a bunch of transactions into one, namely like L2 type things.
But I don't think you guys are on the right track, though.
What do you mean on the right track?
This is what I'm
This
getting
is
at.
the right track. This is the
This
only
is what
track.
I'm-
What do you
this is
mean?
what I'm getting at. If you watch an NFL football game, right, they have done the actuary sciences that they give probability of who's going to win the game at every second of the game, right? Given all of the multi-dimensional.
Why don't you
things
just
that
ask
could
your
happen in
question?
the game.
What's the clarifying question that you want to
Don't you
ask?
interrupt? Don't be rude. We're having
You're
a
just not making the
conversation.
right
Don't be rude.
analogies again.
Right. And so I wonder if there's an actual actuarial scientist out there that is calculating the probability of like Bitcoin winning like it wants to do. Right. Like given all of the things, right? Like that's a lot of possibilities, right? But that's what
I
actuaries
think it'd be
do.
a
They
waste of
sit
an
down.
it'd be a waste of talent. Someone capable of doing that would be a waste of their talent because the answer is no.
You don't know that. That's
I
we're
do know
asking for the math.
It's
And
asinine.
You can't do the math. Neither
It's
one of you guys.
asinine to think that Bitcoin would be the thing that takes over.
Okay, but a lot of people said
It'll
a
be
lot
useful.
of asinine
It'll have
things
a
about
use,
a lot of
but
things.
to be the backdrop currency for the globe is fucking dumb.
Okay, maybe. Who cares? Dumb people do really important shit.
And someone
on a
who's
day-
capable of that type of calculation that you're talking about wouldn't spend their time on such a thing
you don't
because
know.
the answer is clearly no.
You speak so matter of factly of things.
Yeah,
you do
because
not
guess who's
know.
good at this stuff?
You're not an actuary. You're not good at
Actuary science is simple compared to what I have done.
Okay, but you don't do it. You don't practice it, so you don't know it. You can't just say that you've done.
Yes, I do, because I've known actuaries, and I know what they can do. I know what they do. It's not that hard.
I don't agree with you. I don't think you could do what they do.
I don't care what you think. Like,
I don't care
real
about
sciences
that. It's
are not hard.
easy, like you say. It's
Yes,
easy.
it is, D. Shit
hard. It's not
for
easy.
me is easy that you think is hard.
I don't think so. I don't think
You know the crypto zombies thing that you said was like deadly challenging? It was a fucking joke.
I don't think you did it. Show me your certs. Show me the receipts.
You mean audits?
No, show me the receipts that you did.
I've audited crypto zombies. Like, doing it was a joke.
Where's the point? Is this the camera? Am I looking in the camera?
So 2.3 years
is
at,
this the
at
office
the
space
current
camera that I'm looking at?
at the current price of Bitcoin and at the current difficulty is 2.3 years. So the difficulty has to adjust upwards, or if it stays the same, then obviously the price of Bitcoin has to
Yeah,
go
the
up
price, like,
to compensate the having
What's the
rewards
probability?
happening. It's not a probability thing, D. Like you're getting it.
Everything's
all
a probability thing, or actuarial science wouldn't be a thing.
no,
yeah, I
bro.
mean,
you
could
don't
do some,
even
you
understand.
could do some Bayesian
what,
analysis.
No,
to assign
I
a probability.
understand what I'm saying.
There is a it's like an n-dimensional problem where there's multiple factors that you can kind of turn the knob of that changes
crazy.
how
Kind of like how actuaries
system-
calculate risk, right? Like,
I'm just saying, like, I'm making some simple assumptions, which makes it so I don't have to do a statistical analysis. Does that make sense?
but that's not what I'm asking. Literally,
Why do you want a probability? Why, are you just
it's
curious if there's
fun.
someone out there doing it?
Yes, it's just because it's fun.
I hope not.
I'll tell you what you want to know, D. Bitcoin is not a good
Oh.
investment.
Writing and citing report.
You guys sometimes talk a lot like you know shit, but you don't know what you're talking about. You don't.
We
too
told
late
you
for
like
me
the
to be
factors that
articulate
you tweak
enough.
the
Do you know
knobs.
what? Do you know what Bayesian analysis is?
Economics.
No.
No, what is it then?
Bayesian analysis is the ability to. It's a type of statistics that allows you to assign probabilities to certain outcomes based on what you know about the outcomes. What's nice about Bayesian analysis is that in the event you have new information, you get to update those probabilities. It's called updating your priors. That is one of the hallmarks of where big data came from, and data science became a large field in the industry because it gave the ability for data scientists to come in and give executives hard numbers of like this thing or this thing or this thing. Here's the numbers. They said, okay, cool.
Executives
Biggest
do
number.
business is a part of economics. Bayesian analysis is a discipline.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
It's a part of economics. Economists use it all the time. Bayesian economists is a fucking thing people say.
That's the underlying framework can be applied to economics, yes, but it is more general than that. It is a fundamental type of statistics. Anyway,
Yes.
what you're asking for is basically that of like, if you were to try and do the Bayesian analysis of Bitcoin being the winner, whatever that means, what's the probability of that? Based on everything we know.
Yeah,
And
like what are the odds?
the answer is fucking dumb. Like, it's not even worth calculating.
I mean,
And anyone who's good at that type of thing would say the answer is no. I don't need to do the calculation.
The further away the calculation is from 50-50, sometimes will make it more interesting. Like if something can happen close to 100% of the time, it's interesting. If something could happen very, very far from like very, very close to 0%, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. That never happens. I would argue that those are two.
Right? If you're doing like more game mechanics of like, what are the options of these things given the reward of these things, and you would look for something that's kind of a reasonable bet with a high multiplier.
Yeah, like that to me is arguably more interesting, or would be interesting. But anyways, we've gotten We don't even know what we're talking about anymore because that's how conversations go. I almost wish I had a stiff drink of bourbon while I was having this conversation. It would have made it that much better. When I'm not tired like a zombie, I will re-articulate what I was asking. And I am interested in how that research turns out from Claude.
I thought it was going to be better. It's been writing and citing a report for a while.
Oh, dude, research takes like up to.
I can publish the results and then we'll just put it in the description.
Research takes like 20 minutes, man.
Some of them are short.
Well, that was a hard question we asked. I got nothing, guys. It's kind of late for us, quite honestly.
It's 50 minutes. Wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna go back to the question. There's a question in the description, actually. And we asked it earlier. If you're watching right now, or if you're watching at a different time later, do builders have responsibility beyond tooling? Yes or no? Interpret how you want. Go to town. And when builders were talking about developers, quite obviously, this is a crypto show. We wouldn't be talking about like Bob the Builder, the construction guy. Or would we? Do we expand it?
Oh, finished.
It knows you too well. It starts with your Bitcoin security budget, bro.
The $300 billion question.
Oh, that's juicy. We just got the thing that we were looking forward to talk to right at the end of the show. Looks like you guys are going to have to tune into the next one. Oh, also, special 2 episodes this week. We got 1 interview, Fubaloobaloo, and then that's the guy's name. His name is Fubaloobu. Or no, he actually says like Fubaloobaloo. And then you were like, no, I'm never going to be able to say that. So you can go check out that interview. The guy makes bots. I guess it's Python based or something, I think. Is it Python based? Python based bots. Yeah. You basically talk to your computer and it will make you crypto. I don't know. That's kind of the gist of it.
Is that what you got out of
it? Yeah. I mean, I couldn't listen to all of it. But I thought that's what he was trying to get at, was making bots for aping into things. But nevertheless, you can go check that out. You can also go to the website, thebitcoinpodcast.com. Corey is like adding stuff to it. You can join the Discord by going to the link there, or you can do that.
There it is.
You can scan that QR code right there. That QR code is going to take you to the Discord. There's all kinds of cool people in there, like Tim and
us and Joe.
Michael. And RoboGod.
Mash.
And Mash. Yagi's in there as well. Wayne. Not Wayne. Yes, the crypto's in there.
You need to not.
He said his name before. I mean,